Hello, Maestro Tausk. It's great to have you here again. You've had quite a few weeks now in Vancouver. We're always happy to have you here. And this time you're here for our June 1st Day of Music, which is very exciting. I'd like to ask you, as the music director of the Vancouver Symphony Orchestra, one of Canada's most outstanding professional orchestras, why do we have 12 hours of free music on a Saturday, reflecting all genres of music, and musicians across the Lower Mainland and from across British Columbia?
Well, actually, because I think it's the best day of the year. So have a day full of music is, well, first of all, it's the best way to spend your time, right, with music. And I'm so convinced that everyone loves music. Is just we need to make sure that we get the music out there and we get the people to come and listen to us. And so one of the ways we can do that is like have ensembles, have the orchestra, have all musicians from around Vancouver play in different venues and open it up for everyone, so everyone can come and listen to how magnificent music actually is. And it's so diverse. Music is not just an orchestra sitting on a stage performing a classical symphony. We do that as well, which I love and I think is incredible to have in a city. And I think Vancouver has one of the really most outstanding orchestras in Canada. So it's very special for me to be able to perform with the VSO. But there's so much more, and the Day of Music just gives us that opportunity to open that up to all genres and all people to come and enjoy music.
Sounds as though the theme of the power of music is what elevates us on Day of Music. So as the music director of the VSO, with all of this going on from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. on June 1st, how do you select the repertoire? And what are we performing on June 1st as the Vancouver Symphony Orchestra?
Yeah, so first of all, I think it's really important to establish the fact that the repertoire is not limited. There are no borders in music. Well, of course, there's good music, and there's maybe less good music, and there's music someone likes and music someone else likes. But there's no limit in music, and I also believe we've not reached any limit yet. So I think music can live on forever and grow in directions that we have no idea of yet. So there's no repertoire limitations whatsoever. Of course, we need to find music when we play a concert with the VSO. So we rehearse in the morning and we have a concert in the evening. We need to find repertoire that the orchestra is very comfortable in playing, but also that shows what we're really good at. And what I think the audience will really enjoy in hearing. I try to bring in music that we will do in the near future, so that if we hear a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and you get excited by that repertoire, that you actually also come to the concert when we play the entire thing. That's an element. Another element is doing a side-by-side with musicians from the incredible Vancouver Symphony Orchestra School of Music, where we are actually right now in Pyatt Hall. And this is a most beautiful hall where we do many, many things. Even today, we have a competition for the future, the excellence. It's a space where many beautiful things happen. And in the school, we have all these incredible young people and older people and really young people. Everyone can come to the school, make music, and the really excellent musicians can join the Vancouver Symphony Orchestra on stage for a side-by-side performance, which that shows how inclusive and how, let's say, how powerful music is in connecting everyone. So we're connecting on stage with the young generation of musicians, but we're also connecting with the audience in the hall. And who knows in what other way we're actually connecting at the moment that we make music present and alive.
I love that idea of connecting. So with Sinfonietta students of the VSO School of Music sitting and sharing a stand, I take it,
Yes.
with VSO professional musicians. They're building a bridge. And it's a two-way flow, I think, between the musician and the student. And then, of course, the audience gets that extra energy
Yes.
of the next generation
Yes.
of musicians and music lovers. And you mentioned the Future of Excellence competition taking place here. That's unique to the VSO School of Music, where a VSO School of Music winner in the senior division is entitled to play as a soloist with the VSO, which is so rare.
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
I think it's just amazing. So as I said, we're right actually now in the middle of that competition, and hearing the incredibly high level of what they're able to perform at a really young age already, and the way that everyone is so focused and committed and engaged with music, extremely well prepared. I don't know how these people, where they find the time to do that. And they really show so much joy in music making. I find it really touching to hear all come and perform, all the candidates. Of course, competition is a competition, so that means there's some people that just stick out because they perform exceptionally well. And to be honest, with this edition, I was really, is it baffled? Is that a word? I was really amazed by what we heard.
By the talent.
By the talent.
And this day of music on June 1st, last year's Future of Excellence winner will
Yes.
be playing a
Yes.
solo
Yes.
with the Vancouver
Yes.
Symphony
And
Orchestra.
in an incredibly virtuoso violin piece as well. It's one of those very acrobatic works where you have this incredible technical challenge together with just pure musical joy. So I think it's going to be an incredible moment.
So there's a lot for our audience members to experience on Day of Music. The VSO begins the day at 10 o'clock with a rehearsal, an open rehearsal. We hope to fill the Orpheum. It's all free. And then at 8 o'clock, we have our performance, all free for the general public. Between 10 a.m. and 10 p.m., we have 100 acts across the Lower Mainland. Why do you feel, this is your orchestra, why do you feel community engagement is important to this orchestra?
Well, I think in general, community engagement is important because music has to be part of our daily life for everyone. I think it just brings so much to our life and our world and what we experience. And I believe that everyone that has the chance to experience music will love it. I don't think a person can actually exist that doesn't love music, some kind of music, right? And but I also know that not everyone gets the chance to have that experience. And I think from a young age, listening to music, having music being part of your life, just makes your life so much richer. It's so good for a community to have music as an essential part of well, daily life. And I feel so grateful that we as an orchestra can actually play a role and be part of that.
And many of our musicians of the orchestra are playing throughout Day of Music in small chamber groups and other ensembles.
Yes.
So that the general public can witness so up close and personal with some of these musicians as well, right?
Exactly, and this is so wonderful because to be up close to a musician performing their art is a very emotional, direct way of communicating, and that's just the most beautiful thing there is. And I'm so proud of all the musicians in the orchestra that actually are, willing and able to do that and have that same wish of connecting through music with everyone.
We began Day of Music together in 2018 for our 100th anniversary. We're now in our 105th anniversary of the Vancouver Symphony Orchestra, entering our 106th. We attracted 10,000 audience members in 2018. Last year, it was 25,000. This year, we're hoping for 50,000. So if somebody wakes up the morning of June 1st and recognizes it's Day of Music,
Yes.
and they're having their coffee,
Yes.
and it's a beautiful day outside, and they think, maybe I'd rather go to the beach. What can we tell them to encourage?
There might even be music at the beach. I don't know. I mean, there's going to be music outdoors as well, and especially when it's going to be a beautiful day, which we hope for, of course. And you can have music anywhere, right? You can have music inside and outside, any time of the day, any time of the night. And you don't have to enjoy the entire day. You can come in the morning for, let's say, for half an hour, and just walk in and just sit down and let the music come over you.
Just like waves at the beach.
It's just like waves at the beach. And music will be there. And then if you have other things to do, go about your day. And you might even return later on in the day to have another 10 minutes of beautiful music. So it's very free and very relaxed. Nobody has to do anything. Well, open your ears, that's maybe.
I think what we're saying is we welcome everyone to enjoy Day of Music, and it is also a family event. The school will be filled with activities for families. So let's just welcome everybody to Day of Music on June 1st, 2024.
Looking forward very much.
Me too.